want to welcome everyone to tonight's game from the Bloomfield Gymnasium. I'm Bill Hampton along with Tommy Jacobs. We've got Kim Stokes on the camera, and before the game starts, we've got the Bloomfield Little Dribblers. Thought you might want to watch this. We've seen them several times up here, and they put on a great show. And these are young people. They're in elementary, and they have an instructor that has a whistle, and according to what she does on the whistle is what they do, and they'll spread out. Hope you enjoy this. Sit back and enjoy the Little Dribblers. These little dribblers, again, they're in elementary school, and they are shooting on goals probably 6 to 7 feet in height, and they're learning to get good techniques down and good fundamentals, and it's just a great way to get young people started into basketball instead of on the 10-foot goal. Gives them an opportunity to get form down, learn how to handle and shoot a basketball into the bucket. So the fans here enjoying that on the pregame. And hope you sit back and enjoy tonight's game. Bloomfield Wildcats coming hosting the Green Wave tonight. Green Wave with a 20-1 record, and Wildcats with a 5-11 record. On paper, looks like Green Wave going to have them outmanned, but you never know. But the Little Dribblers taking a bow as they finish their halftime performance in the JV contest. We just have to be here, and again, we hope that you've enjoyed that. We'll be right back in just a minute.
JR Shoes carries a complete line of athletic shoes for the entire family. Nike socks are available at JR's now from infant sizes through men's size 18. New Balance are also in stock in medium and wide widths. JR carries a complete line of casual shoes by Merrill, Bourne, and Clark for guys and gals. In the boot line, JR carries Red Wings and plainer steel toe, waterproof or insulated, Double H Western work boots, and Justin Double Comfort work boots with Gore-Tex, Dr. Martin Classics, Rocky work boots, Acme Kids boots, and Tony Lama and Dan Post dress boots. That's JR Shoes in Malden and Poplar Bluff.
Well, I hope that you've enjoyed watching the Little Dribblers, and we're visiting with Sabrina Skaggs. She's a first grade teacher, and she's in charge of the Little Dribblers. And tell us about what grade was out there, and what size ball they play, and how what the height of the goal is.
Well, it's the first and second grade, and we use goals that can go up and down, and we set them on 6'8" at the beginning of the year, and we progressively putting them up even higher, up to 8 foot at the end of the year. We do use a U-size ball, which is smaller than the woman's ball. I can't remember the diameter, but I think it's a 6-inch ball.
Regular basketball is 9-inch boys basketball.
Yeah, so it probably is 6 inches in diameter, yeah.
And how many youth do you have in the program?
Right now I'm running 35. Last year I had 50.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
And it's a great program. I mean, the fans come and they really enjoy watching the young people, and they go on your whistle.
Yes, we work on our routines, and during the practices we work on our routine like twice during the practices, but then we work on regular skills like dribbling and shooting, and mostly how you should defend someone and just basic fundamentals.
Okay, do they have teams? Do they play games?
No, we don't do that. We just work on mostly fundamentals, and then we have like lots of race games like dribble racing and dribble knockout. That's one of their favorites.
Good.
And we do lots of shooting drills. So fundamentals is all we push.
That's Sabrina Skaggs from the Bloomfield school system, and she's in charge of the Little Dribblers. And we've watched that program the last 2 years and just really get a great kick out of it. You do a wonderful job, young lady.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Well, Tommy Jacobs, we're ready for basketball. It's Tuesday night. Of course, everybody's going to be watching us on a Thursday and other times during the week and year. But we're at the Bloomfield gym, and boy, it's beginning to be home.
We've been up here quite a bit, saw some good basketball up here. Go see a good game tonight. Malden Green Wave coming in here fresh off that Boot Hill Conference Championship, and you know the Bloomfield's been playing pretty good lately. They're gonna play their best, and it's gonna be an interesting game.
Well, the Green Wave are going to be without the services of Alonzo Lewis. He sprained an ankle in the championship game against Portageville. Set out, got a tape, came back, and you said he was about 70% in the last part of that game down at the Boot Hill Conference Tournament, in which the Green Wave did defeat the Portageville Bulldogs, beat them by 9, I believe it was, Tommy. And Green Wave come in with a record of 20 wins and 1 loss. But they're going to rest Alonzo. They don't want him to damage that ankle any further.
No, I don't blame him for that. And you know, 70% of Alonzo Lewis is pretty good. But Robert wants him to, Coach Ison wants him to get healed up. You know, district's just around the corner, and Malden's deep. They've got a lot of guys coming off the bench, and that's going to play a factor tonight. You know, this Bloomfield team's not very deep, but the boys that's going to be on the court is going to give you all they got.
Well, they do hustle, and we were up here last week and watched them play Puxico in their homecoming game. Puxico just shot the ball extremely well from the outside, and they went inside well with it too. Bloomfield's just a little bit short tonight. They're short one of their players. So again, the Green Wave got a lot of depth. They expect to run with the basketball. I know they plan on doing that. I'm sure they'll be man-to-man pressing, and if they get that lead built up like everybody anticipates they will, I'm sure everybody will be in the game. A lot of experience. Green Wave going to go to Bernie Friday night and take on the Mules. So, and you know what it's like playing at Bernie. The Mules are going to be up for the Green Wave.
Tell you what, you go into Bernie, they're going to give you a ball game now. Whoever you are, they're going to play hard. Bernie defends their home court pretty well, and that'll be an interesting ball game.
That's Tommy Jacobs. I'm Bill Hampton. Sit back and enjoy tonight's game. We'll be right back for the starting lineups in just a moment. Wouldn't it be great if you had access to your bank account information 24 hours a day? With internet banking and bill payment service from First Community Bank, you can. It always seems there's never enough time in a day, but with our internet banking service, you can take care of your banking needs on your schedule, not ours. You can pay bills, check account balances, and transfer funds anytime, anywhere. And best of all, First Community Bank offers this service, including bill payment, absolutely free. Go to www.1stcombank.com to find out more. First Community Bank. Experience the difference in banking. Member FDIC. Well, welcome back. Tommy and I are in our broadcast booth. Again, Kim Stokes will be doing the camera work for us tonight. Tommy Jacobs alongside myself, Bill Hampton. We're looking forward to the Bloomfield Malden game. It's a Tuesday night game. Tommy, we're down to 8 games to go.
This season went by in a hurry, Bill, and we saw some fine young men, saw some fine young ladies, cheerleading squads out here. They've really done some good routines and all, and we just enjoyed the basketball season, but it's really made the winter go by good, and I like that.
Well, let's. Why don't you go ahead and talk about both cheerleading squads while we've got a break before we introduce the starting lineups for the Bloomfield Wildcats and the Malden Green Wave.
Okay, for the Bloomfield Wildcats, the cheerleaders will be Emily Cantrell, Casey Dolan, Laurie Future, Amanda Hayes, Haley Hazel, Shay Hofford, Jara Hutchison, Taylor Massey, Cody McKenna, Megan Pulley, and Erica Wyatt. Now for the Malden Green Wave cheerleaders, we got Carrie Crawley, Kylie Davis, Angelica Jimenez, Misty Galladay, Angelica Hamilton, Jessica Burton, Scarlett Dinkins, Krista Herbst, Kalina Reed, Ashley Wallace, Olivia Aaron, Ashley Kendrick, Latrilla McCoy, and Taylor Shelton. Both teams have some fine cheerleaders.
Good cheerleaders, and always good to talk about them. We want to say happy birthday to Ken Cook, superintendent of schools of the Malden R1 schools.
Oh.
And we want to thank the Bloomfield School District for allowing us to come up and bring this game to you. Dr. Sheila Perry is the superintendent. High school principal is Eric Bowles, the middle school principal, Troy Bollinger. Athletic director is Greg Lumica. Coach Dave Lanning. And we're about ready for the starting lineups. The Green Wave come into this game, Tommy. They're the visitors. They're in green. Again, Alonzo Lewis is not even dressed tonight. He's on the sideline with that sprained ankle. Green Wave come in with a record of 20 wins, 1 loss. That 1 loss to Donovan Dons. And over at Three Rivers Community College.
Right,
And that's their only loss of the season. Robert Eisen is the head coach. Evgeny Sokolov is the assistant coach. And the Green Wave going to have a new look on their starting lineup tonight.
Yes, they are. Looks like got Coach Gary Blaylock down on the bench again tonight.
He's helping with the taping.
Yes, he is.
Number 21 for the Green Wave is Quentin Gordon. He is a 6-foot senior. Number 22, as far as I know, getting his first start of the season is a 6'1 junior, Elwan Perkins. And Tommy, he can light it up from the outside.
Elwan's been playing very well.
Number 32, 6'5 senior, Quentin Franks. A 5'9 senior. Number 33, Trey Porter, plays much bigger than his 5'9 size. And Robbie Eisen, a 6'6 senior, wearing number 42. For the Bloomfield Wildcats, head coach Dave Lanning, assisted by Brian Garnett. Bloomfield comes in with a record of 5 wins, 11 losses. Number 3 is a 5'4 senior, Tony Garnett.
Tony Garnett's quick. Gets the ball up and down the court very well.
Number 20, a 5'9" sophomore, Blake Harris. I like this young man. He looks like a ball player. Number 22, a 6-foot junior, Kyle Williamson, best shooter on their team.
Yes, he is.
Number 25, a 5'7" senior, Cody Smith. We saw him rack 36 up here one night in a game.
He was hot and he was filling it up.
And rounding out the starting lineup for the Bloomfield Wildcats, 6'4" senior, number 50, Kurt Dumey. We've said this many times before doing a Bloomfield game. Kurt is the president of the Beta Club for the state of Missouri. And he's got a lot on the ball. I know the young man, and he's just a fine young guy. Referees tonight, Jay Piles, Terry Pennington, and Mike Buck.
We talk about Trey Porter playing bigger than what he is. Bill, I was down Saturday night, watched him play in the finals of that tournament. Trey Porter played an excellent ball game on both ends of the court. Trey didn't score very much, but he rebounded, played defense, picked up 3 early fouls in the first quarter, played the rest of the game without picking up another one, and played very aggressive.
Well, his role is not to score. His role is to stop the other team from scoring inside and pull down the rebounds, and he does. He plays his role very well. Kurt Dumey to jump against Dyson, and Malden's going to control. It goes to Porter. He kicks it over to Quentin Gordon. Bloomfield in a man-to-man. The ball to Elwan Perkins inside to Quentin Franks. The spin move there, and he's tied up. Gives it to Ison from the free throw line. Puts it up. No good. Tipped up by Perkins. No good. Tipped around. Green Wave control on the floor. That was Porter. Gives it to Gordon. Gordon's going to drive. Kicks it out to Elwan. Elwan for 3. No good. Rebounded in there by Blake Harris on the floor. Harris gives to Garnett. Just underway. Bloomfield and Malden. Bloomfield's in white. Green Wave in green. Garnett with the ball. He's being guarded by Perkins to Smith. Smith being guarded by Porter. Inside to Dumey. Ison's on him. To Williamson for 3. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded on the floor by Williamson. Ball kicked around. Green Wave have it. Franks is going down the floor. He goes up, puts it up left-handed, scores it. Quentin Franks with the first bucket of the night. Looked like he handled the ball very well and shot the ball with the left hand. Looked very good. Malden in a man-to-man press. Garnett across the timeline. Bloomfield had a lot of problems against Puxico the last time we did a game for them, and Puxico in a man-to-man. And looks like right so far Bloomfield's handling that pressure. Dumey is going to be called for a push-off. Going to be an offensive foul on Kurt Dumey as he is being guarded by Ison. First foul of the game and on either team. 6:36 to go in the first period. Green Wave on top, 2-0. Franks will inbound to Quentin Gordon. Again, the Green Wave without the services of Alonzo Lewis with a sprained ankle, trying to let that mend. Elwan Perkins to Gordon to Ison along the baseline. Puts up an 8-footer. Bounces around, no good. Tipped out by Franks. Williamson has it on the floor for the Wildcats. He gives it to Harris. Blake Harris is a sophomore, being guarded by Quentin Gordon. Ball passed inside, tried to hit Dumey with it, ended up in Williamson's hands. To Garnett. 6 minutes even to go in the first period. Dumey with the ball. Nice give and go to Garnett. We're going to have a tripping foul on the Green Wave. Foul is going to be on Trey Porter, his first. Green Wave's first. Both teams with 1. Inbounding under their own basket will be Cody Smith from the Wildcats. Going with the set play. Tries to get it to Williams underneath. He does. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Ison. Ison gives it quickly to Gordon. Green Wave down the floor to Porter. To Perkins. Inside to Franks. Franks back out to Perkins. Perkins to Ison. Ison goes inside, puts up a 6-footer, short, no good, and he's going to be called for a foul on the back. Robbie Ison on the back. His first foul, Green Wave second. We've got a timeout on the floor with 5:38 to go in the first period. Green Wave on top of the Wildcats, 2-0. We'll be right back.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices
when the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less?
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu
or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out in this first quarter. Malden's a little cold. Ison's put up about 3 shots, come up short on them, but they'll all get on track. And Bloomfield's handling the pressure better than what I thought they would. They're getting the ball down, they're working it around, trying to work it inside. You know, they knew coming in that this Malden bunch was going to really guard them, and they are. But it's just been kind of slow. 2-0 Malden, 5:38 to go in the first quarter.
Well, you know, again, unless you've got the ball and you're fast breaking constantly, it is going to be a feel-out type situation. I mean, Bloomfield knows that they're in for an uphill struggle.
Right.
Let's make no bones about it. They know that, and they know man-to-man. You know, Malden is a on paper much better ball club, but a lot of times those good ball clubs come in here thinking the game's over.
Yeah, that's right.
And you've got to play it. That's why they play 32 minutes. Garnett with a drive ball rejected in there by Ison. He gives the ball to Gordon and to L1 Perkins, who goes in. Now, that was good ball movement that time by the Green Wave. A nice block, kept the ball alive in bounds. Green Wave's press now starting to tell a little bit. Bloomfield calls a quick 20-second timeout to avert the turnover. So with 5:08 to go in the first period, Green Wave on top, 4-0. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Bloomfield coach did what he had to do that time. Malden had the young man trapped down the corner, and they was fixing to tie him up, and that was Bloomfield's coach did the right thing, called a timeout so he could retain the ball. That Malden pressure will get you now.
Well, it will, Tommy, and it just wears on you for 32 minutes. It just continually wears on you. If you're playing guard out there, I just can't imagine going against this quickness that they have and the way they go. And it's not only 5 players. They do this 8, 9, 10 players deep. They're quick. The arms are constantly moving. The feet are constantly moving. Of course, we talked about that previous times. You play defense with your feet. And the Green Wave put themselves generally in pretty good position.
They sure do. Garrett handled that pressure pretty good that time.
Garnett did. Yes,
Garnett,
he did.
I'm sorry.
And ball slapped around, and here goes L1 Perkins in for a layup. He scores it. Quentin Gordon did a nice job by giving the ball up because he had a guy on him, and he actually stayed between his man and the breaking Perkins. Williamson down for a layup. Ball tipped by Ison. Ison doing a nice job tonight.
That was a nice block.
Nice block. He didn't follow through to pick up the foul, and that's very important.
Sure is.
Ball inbounded, and the Green Wave were on a 3-0 run. Quentin Gordon going in for the layup. He scores it. Green Wave have scored 8 in a row. They're up 8-0 with 4:25 to go in the first period. Garnett with the ball, working against Perkins. That's L1 Perkins. Ball inside to Doomey. He has the ball knocked out of his hand, but gets control. Harris with the ball. Pitches across court to Garnett. Garnett up for a 12-footer, scores it. Tony Garnett with the first basket for the Wildcats with 4:03 to go in the game. Wildcats on the board. Green Wave on top, 8-2. Perkins with the ball down in the corner. Ison. He goes underneath, too. Was that Quentin Gordon?
Quentin Gordon.
Nice break that time. Boy, Gordon got up that time favoring that knee.
He sure did.
The first time I've seen him do that. He had that knee operated on earlier in the year. Missed quite a few games. Garnett trips over somebody's feet. Doomey inside. Goes up. We're going to have a foul on Robbie Ison. It's going to be his second to Green Wave's third. 3:33 to go in the first period. Green Wave on top, 10-2. Kirk Doomey to the line to shoot 2 for the Wildcats. His first shot up, off the rim. Coming in for the Green Wave is Nick Perkins, Caleb Reed, and Antonio Eddings. Also in for the Wildcats is Kyle Rogers. Going out for the Wildcats is Harris. For the Green Wave is Robbie Ison, Quentin Franks, and couldn't tell who the other one was. Was that L1 Perkins?
Perkins.
Okay.
Got Ryan Krager in the game.
Well, I tell you, speed will happen now.
Oh, it sure will.
We're going to have a bucket's going to be good. Going to go to the line to shoot, try to convert on the conventional three is going to be Ryan Krigler.
All of Malden players very quick, but I would say probably this is one of the quickest teams I got out there.
Oh, it is.
But they got Reed, Krigler, and Trey Porter.
You've got your all-state track team out
That's
there
right.
mostly.
That's exactly right.
Krigler's free throw up, no good, but Eddings high up, gives the ball to Nick Perkins. Perkins for three, no good. Rebounded, tipped out. Krigler has it, gets it to Reed. Reed has it inside to Eddings. Eddings back over to Reed. Reed in the lane. He's going to put it up. Ball off the rim, rebounded by Williamson. And Doomie missed his rebound. The Green Wave got it, and they hit it to the other end.
Yes, they did.
That's what they do the best, folks. Garnett with the ball. Green Wave on top, 12-2. 3 minutes to go in this first period. Williamson has it to Doomie. Doomie gives it to Smith. Smith to Garnett. Garnett for 16, scores it. Tony Garnett looking well shooting the ball tonight. 12-4. Krigler with the ball. Gives it to Nick Perkins, over to Caleb Reed, inside to Antonio Eddings. Antonio Eddings backing in. Oh, what a nice move. Puts it up, can't score it. Williamson with a rebound. He's going to go coast to coast with it. Puts up a layup. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up. He's going to be fouled by Antonio Eddings. That's Eddings' first foul. Team's fourth. Going the line to shoot two will be Kyle Williamson.
Tell you what, when Eddings comes in the game, Eddings plays very, very good in that paint. And he goes up and he takes that ball to the hole, and he'll play good defense down here.
He's very quick for his size.
Sure is.
I mean, he's very muscular, and his upper body is very strong looking.
Very strong.
Williamson's first free throw up, been good, and his second one up, been good. It's 12-6, 2:31 to go in the first period. Nick Perkins with the ball, gives to Caleb Reed. Back to Perkins. To Reed. Reed with the ball, slips. Garnett's going to have a takeaway. He pulls it out. Gives it to Cody Smith. Smith along the baseline, puts up a 10-foot jumper, and ball bounces around and good. Cody Smith with his first bucket. 12-8, 2:05 to go in the period. Ball slapped out of Krigler's hands by Smith. Krigler behind the back, good move. Goes inside, gets it over to Reed. Reed's going to drive in. Boy, he goes inside, puts it up left-handed, will not go. Rebounded on the floor by Nick Perkins into Trey Porter. He puts it up, no good. Rebound, Doomie by the Wildcats. Wildcats with a chance to cut it to either 2 or 1 with 1:40 to go in the first period. Wildcats hanging right there with the Green Wave. Again, the Green Wave with their quickest lineup in there right now, but unable to find the basket.
That's right.
Garnett with the ball. Reed on him. Gets it to Williamson inside the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Williamson as he followed up on that rebound. Couldn't get a hold of it. Quentin Franks in. Trey Porter out for the Green Wave. 1:22 to go in this first period. Green Wave on top, 12-8.
Bloomfield's pulled back in this thing just down before now.
Quentin Gordon in for Caleb Reed. Reed looks like he hurt something here, Tommy. He's going out not on full speed.
Oh, he's favoring a leg, it looks
sure
like.
Is. Blaylock's going to take a look at him. Coach Blaylock, that is. Nick Perkins with the ball. Bounce passes it in to Franks. Franks drives, puts up a layup, scores it, but it's going to be no good. It's going to be called for charging. Quentin Franks with his first foul. Green Wave's fifth. Drive in there, Tommy. You got to either have a clear route or be able to stop and hit the little jump shot.
That is right.
Nick Perkins on Kyle Williamson. That's a good matchup right there.
Is.
Doomie with the ball in the corner. Gets it out to Rogers. Rogers still with the ball. Working against Gordon. He puts up a jump shot from 16. No good. Rebound by Nick Perkins. Green Wave have it. 50 seconds to go in the first period. Green Wave on top of 4. Quentin Gordon to the baseline. Out to Perkins. To Gordon. To Krigler. Inside to Eddings. Nice bounce pass. Nice pass back to Krigler, and he couldn't convert. Garnett with the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Quentin Gordon. His first foul. Green Wave 6. The next foul on the Green Wave will send the Bloomfield Wildcats to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 36 seconds to go in this first period. Green Wave having a hard time finding the basket.
Sure are. Came out very hot, then they kind of cooled off.
Out 8-0, and then since then. Oh, Green Wave with a takeaway. Perkins to Gordon. He's going to put it up. He's going to score.
That's what you do right there, Bill. When you know you're going to get fouled, you're getting fouled, go ahead and take that ball up. It has a chance to go in, and right there's what happens. It went in.
Cody Smith with the foul. That's his first, the team's second. Gordon got the ball and got fouled and kept going up with it. It falls in the bucket. And that's what you do, because the worst thing can happen is miss it, but you're still going to get 2 free throws.
Exactly
the best thing happened there, he made it, and he's got a chance to convert on 3, and he does. Quentin Gordon was 7 in the period for the Green Wave. 15-8. Green Wave take away. Look at Perkins take it away, puts it up. No good. Rebound that time on the floor by Smith. Nick Perkins will have several takeaways in a game. He just didn't have the angle on that layup.
Very quick.
Yeah. Williamson with the ball. Nice spin move, and he's going to be fouled by Nick Perkins. Nick Perkins with his first. And going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Kyle Williamson. Williamson is 2 for 2 from the line. He has 2 points. Williamson's free throw is up and good. He gets the bonus. 15-9. Second one up short. Rebound by Eddings.
Eddings went high to take that one down.
12 seconds to go. Greenway with the ball to Krigler.
Nice pass.
He had the ball tipped out of his hands. That was Quentin Gordon, and he stayed after it. Williamson with the ball as the horn goes off, and it will not go to end the first period. It's a Malden Green Wave 17. The Bloomfield Wildcats 9. We'll be right back.
Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names in your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
Malden jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Bloomfield just kept clawing back, playing real good. And finally they got this lead cut to 17-9. They played pretty good. And Kyle Doomey's got a hard row to hoe in there, as they say. He's got, every time they substitute, they bring in Eddings, they bring in Franks, and then they turn around and bring in Ison. And, you know, it's just tough in there. Malden's got some big boys. They can just keep coming in, hammering on him. And Doomey's doing a nice job. He's trying to work around, get position. And Bloomfield played a good first quarter.
Well, Tommy, you were talking about we jumped out 8-0, or the Malden Green Wave jumped out 8-0, and they've got that 8-point lead. They got it back. I mean, Bloomfield cut it within 4, had a chance to cut it even more. But, again, and not taking anything away from the Green Wave, Alonzo Lewis is the quarterback for that team, and he's not in there. And Quentin Gordon has stepped up because he is playing the point guard. He had 7 in the first period, and he's doing a nice job. And tell you what, Ryan Krigler came in. He missed one layup, but I want to tell you, he was what do you say, off balance?
Yes, he was.
Almost got it to go. Also, Nick Perkins had a chance at a layup, but he came in from the wrong angle after a steal. But that's what the Green Wave have to continue to do, is put the pressure on.
Exactly right.
Bloomfield starts with the ball. The second quarter, Williamson has it. Gordon's on him. Green Wave has stepped up the pressure, and look who takes it away. It's Quentin Gordon. He goes in for a layup. It's going to be blocked by Kyle Williamson. They're going to call a foul on Kyle Williamson. It's going to be his first. The line to shoot 2 will be Quentin Gordon.
Now, Quentin Gordon's had a nice first half so far, scoring-wise.
Well, it's good to see him do that. He needs to get some confidence. He put up a shot, 3-pointer against Donovan, and the ball just it went off the rim. And it seemed like after that he was tentative, and so was the rest of the Green Wave. Right. If they can make that first one, it helps everybody's confidence. Like, gosh, if he can do it, I'm going to do it. But this is our night. He's perfect from the line, 3 for 3. He now has 9 in a game. That's Quentin Gordon, 19-9. Green Wave on top at 10 with 7:45 to go in this second period. Garnett with the ball. The Green Wave were in a half-court 1-2-2 trap. The ball down to ball was tried to be thrown into Rogers. Green Wave have it off and running. Hyson has it. Nice passing that time by the Green Wave. Hyson with his first basket. 21-9. Green Wave have widened this lead, Tommy. to 12 already. Williamson with the ball. Picks up his dribble. Green Wave with a steal and back to Garnett, then back to the Green Wave. L1 has it, goes in, has a ball blocked. Gordon picks it up, going to shoot for 3. Scores it, and he's going to go to the line to kind of convert on a 4-point play as he was fouled.
There was.
Tell you what, Quentin Gordon shooting lights out
Sure
tonight.
Is. I like to see that.
Yes. Again, if that young man gets confidence, and then that helps L1 and Nick Perkins with their shooting. Foul that time on Tony Garnett, his first, the team's 5th for Bloomfield. I only have them for 4, but I missed somebody's. They'll get 6 fouls tonight if they let me be the official scorer. Quentin Frank's going to be called on the back that time of Kirk Doomey, and they're going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Doomey is 0 for 2 from the line so far, has not scored in this game. He'll be going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Tell you what, Tommy, it's as quiet in here.
Sure is. That's what I was sitting here just thinking about it.
Green Wave up 24-9 with 7:13 to go. Doomey needs this free throw for sure to get the Wildcats going. Free throw up, goes off the rim. Ison with the rebound, gives it to Gordon. Gordon down to Porter. Porter back to Gordon, inside to Ison. Ball tipped around and taken away by Bloomfield on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball will stay with on the alternate possession, the Green Wave. Porter to inbound. Boy, I tell you what, the jump balls today, Tommy, I mean, you can jump on somebody, and it's just, I guess it speeds up the game. Ison with the turnaround jump shot. Ball rolls around. Williamson with a rebound. He's going to go against Quentin L1 Perkins, and L1's going to be called with the foul. It's going to be L1's first. Going the line to shoot 2 will be Kyle Williamson. Williamson has 3 points. All 3 are from the free throws. It's 3 for 4 from the line.
I believe he called that one on Quentin Gordon.
He sure did. Excuse me, L1. First free throw up, he scores it. Nick Perkins coming in for Quentin Gordon. Gordon had a great first half so far.
Did.
12 points. Williamson's second shot coming. Scores it. Williamson now 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Nick Perkins at point guard gives it down to Porter. Porter inside to Franks. Franks going to work the baseline, kicks it over to Ison. Ison gets it out to Nick Perkins. Inside to Ison, off his hands. Coming up with the ball is Kyle Rogers. Down to Kirk Doomey. He's going to drive the baseline, puts it up. Ball's blocked by Ison. Ison's having a great defensive game.
Tell you what, he's going up. He's blocked about 3 shots and did a real good job on it.
Antonio Eddings in for Quentin Franks. Inbounding for the Bloomfield Wildcats is Cody Smith. Kyle Williamson from the corner
nice
does a fake. Jump shot up, no good. Rebound Eddings high up that time. He's got the ball, gives it to Perkins. Greenway were looking to run. Bloomfield got back quick. L1 for 3, no good. Right to Antonio, he puts it up, no good. Follows up with a rebound, and he's going to go to the line as Kirk Doomey commits his second foul. Antonio Eddings to the line to shoot 2. 24-11, 6:07 to go in this first half of play. Glad you joined us on Channel 21. Green Wave won the JV game over Bloomfield, 59-45. Eddings' first free throw up, scores it. Ryan Krigler getting ready to check back in for the Green Wave. Coming out will be L1 Perkins. L1's having a tough time shooting the ball tonight.
He is.
Of course, I want to tell you, Tommy, I played in this gym a little bit and then coached here. This is not the easiest gym to shoot in as far as I was concerned. Everybody plays the same. I mean, everybody playing on a 10-foot goal, and court's still 84 feet long. Second shot up, no good. Tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats, 24-11. But you got the stage sits back. That's tough sometimes. And then the other end of the court there, the bleachers are way back, and they're all high. Nice move that time by Ryan Krigler. He goes in and does a turnaround jump shot. his 6th point of the night. Antonio Eddings with the takeaway. Gets it to Porter. Green Wave with the numbers. To Nick Perkins. He goes up with it. No good. Rebound pulled down by Krigler. He puts it up. No good. Ison with the rebound, and Garnett's going to tie him up.
Brought the ball down, and Garnett ties him up.
Well, I don't know that he brought it all the way down. I mean, that was just one thing. He didn't bring it down to dribble or anything. It's just one of those things that looks bad.
It come down.
But, okay, Tommy said he came down.
It come down.
Alternate possession, Bloomfield takes over.
A 6'6" boy against a 5'2" boy, it come down. This trap's really hurting.
It's hurting, and look at that takeaway pass from Krigler down to Perkins. Puts it up, no good. Garnett going to be called for the foul, and he was wanting to make sure Nick didn't go down on the ground. They helped each other right there.
That was good sportsmanship.
5:26 to go in this first half, 27-11. Green Wave on top. Nick Perkins to the line. He has not scored tonight. He'll be shooting 2. Green Wave are in the bonus. Bloomfield's in the double bonus. Perkins free throw up, scores it.
Hey, Ison's had a good first half. He's played a very good defensive game. About as good a defensive game I've seen Robert Ison play.
Sure. Leonard Burton in. Ison going out. Second free throw, but Perkins good. Quentin Gordon back in. Trey Porter out. 29-11. 5:26 to go. Green Wave on top by 18. Green Wave on a 10-2 run or a 12-2 run in this quarter, Tommy.
Sure, all right. This trap's really hurting Bloomfield.
Yeah, the half-court trap has really helped the Green Wave. It's got them back in their flow of what they do best of tipping the ball around and grabbing it and going. I'll tell you who's quick is Ryan Krigler.
Yes, he is.
Kurt Dumey with a pass inside. Can't get the layup. Eddings with the rebound. Gordon with it. Green Wave in a control fast break to Perkins. Inside to Burton. Burton goes up with it. No good. Rebound pulled down by Krigler. I tell you what.
Krigler is playing a nice game.
He is playing all over the court.
Sure
Defense, offense, rebounding. Ryan Krigler, a very nice game so far. Williamson with the ball. Skip passes it over and out of bounds. Trying to hit either Rogers or Smith. Caleb Reed into the game. Nick Perkins out. 31-11 with 4:42 to go.
Glad to see Leonard Burton in the ball game. He's a nice player. He's just a junior, big 6'4" boy.
Reed with the ball. Bloomfield still in the man-to-man. Krigler has it to Gordon, to Eddings. Over to Caleb. Reed for 12, no good. Rebounded by Williamson. Caleb did not get a good look at time. Tommy did not square up.
Didn't draw iron either.
No. Cody Smith throws it inside to Rogers. Rogers back to Smith. Smith back to Rogers. Rogers has it on the baseline, puts up a jump shot, no good. Rebound by Williamson, and Kurt Dumey ran into him. Eddings leading the fast break. He's going to take it coast to coast, puts it up, will not go. Reed with the rebound, flips it over to Krigler, no good. Rebound by Burton. He puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on Kyle Rogers, his first. To the line to shoot 2 will be Leonard Burton. Green Wave very unselfish at time with their passing. Burton's a 6'4" junior. First free throw up, scores it. 32-11. Green Wave on a 15-2 run, Tommy, in this quarter.
Hey, that defense has just turned it on.
Yes. 16-2 run now. Both free throws good by Burton. 33-11. Green Wave hitting their free throws tonight, Tommy. It's good to see, yes. Look at there. Krigler with the steal. Goes in, puts a layup, scores it. Krigler with 6 in the quarter, 10 and a half. Did not start the game. But boy, is he playing a game, folks.
He is super quick.
I'll tell you what, I'm just thrilled to death that it's Garnett and Smith out there playing guard, not Bill Hampton.
Me too. I'm as close to them young men as I want to be playing basketball.
They are so quick. Green Wave's defense tips the ball out of bounds with 3:32 to go in this second period. Green Wave lead the Wildcats 35-11. Cody Smith the inbound. To Williamson, the Green Wave take it away. Quentin Gordon with the ball, bounce passes to Reed. He goes back to Gordon. What nice, unselfish work.
Very nice ball handling. I like to see that.
Yes, Quentin Gordon now with 14. Look at here. Krigler with the steal. Puts it up and in. He has 8 in the quarter, 12 in the game. His hands are so quick, and that's what the Green Wave do the best.
That's right.
Is when that ball's passed, is they try to get a hand on it. Look at here. Quentin Gordon with a tie-up of Tony Garnett. Ball's going to go over the Green Wave on alternate possession. Coming in for the Wildcats is Blake Harris, going out Tony Garnett. Green Wave will inbound, 39-11. Green Wave on top with 3:05 to go in the first half. Krigler with the ball to Gordon. Gordon for 3. He misses a shot. Headings with the rebound. Kicks it back out front. Who has it but Ryan Krigler? And we're going to have a 3-second in the lane against the Green Wave. 2:56 to go, 39-11. Smith with the ball for the Wildcats. I think you'll see the Green Wave come out of their press after half. Again, they're just trying to stay sharp. I want you to look at that. I want you to look what the Green Wave did right there.
Jumped out there and just slapped that ball toward the open man.
Did Gordon score that time?
Yeah, Gordon scored.
We've got a player hurt for the Wildcats. Coming down and hitting the floor very hard was Blake Harris, the back of his head. He's coming out. Garnett back in for him. Trey Porter coming in for the Green Wave. Coming out is Antonio Eddings. I want to tell you, Antonio Eddings has played a very good board game.
Yes, he has.
41-11. Smith with the ball. Gets it to Doomie, to Williamson, to Garnett. Garnett goes inside and falls down. The ball passed out of bounds, turned over to the Green Wave. 2:31 to go in this first half. Krigler with the ball to Reed. He's going to drive the baseline. Tries to get it back to Burton. The ball all the way around. Krigler with a nice save, but Bloomfield comes away with it. Now watch Krigler hustle back and take the ball away. Reed on the break. He's going to kick it over to Gordon, and we've got a blocking foul going to be called on the Wildcats. It's going to be on Tony Garnett, his third. Reed to the line to shoot a 1-and-1, I believe, Tommy. No, they're going to have 2.
Wouldn't it be great to eliminate the stock market risk, enjoy safety of an FDIC insured account, and get a great interest rate? Currently at a high 4% APY, First National Bank's interest-based e-savings account is that account, with only a minimum opening deposit of just $500. Withdrawals and account transfers are made easily on a safe, secure site, and you never run the risk of losing money to stock market fluctuations. E-savings from First National Bank, member FDIC, the bank where you really are first.
Malden's played a lot of players tonight.
Oh, yes. They'll back that pressure off, though, in second half. I mean, they're, again,
Coach Ison's a class act. He's not going to run the score up on it.
That was a 1-and-1, and then he missed his free throw, did not get the bonus. Green Wave next, either team fouls, next team will go to the line to shoot a double bonus. Kurt Doomie with a nice turnaround, will not go. Porter with the rebound. Green Wave running. They get it to Krigler and overthrows him.
Doesn't take them long to get from one end to the other with the ball.
Green Wave scored 24 this quarter. Tommy, Bloomfield 2. Williamson with the ball. Nice spin move to Garnett. Over to Smith. He's going to put up a 3. Scores
nice
it.
Shot.
Tell you what, Cody Smith did that in the game, and he had 36.
Sure did.
I tell you what, folks, he was hot, but he got good shots, and you can tell the young man knows how to shoot it when he's open.
Does.
Down to a minute and a half to go. Ball passed down to Leonard Burton. Nice pass that time by Trey Porter. Burton picks up his first field goal. He has 4 1/4, 4 1/2. 43-14. Smith to Rogers. To Doomie.
Nice
nice backdoor cut that time by Kyle Williamson. 43-16. To Burton. Burton from 14. No good. Rebound that time by Garnett. Nice block out by Cody Smith on Ryan Krigler. We're under a minute to go in this second period. I know Bloomfield's ready to get it over with. Rogers from the corner for 3. Will not go. Ball tipped up. Williamson comes down with it. Ball blocked by Burton and out of bounds. It's going to be off of the Green Wave. Blake Harris back in for Bloomfield. Going out is Kurt Dumey. Smith to inbound for the Wildcats. Out front to Garnett, and ball overthrown. Caleb Reed with the takeaway, goes up the layup, misses. Krigler back to pick it up, but it goes over to the Wildcats. Rogers has it for Bloomfield. Ball taken away, but
take it back
away.
Again.
Krigler has it. He's going to go in, puts the ball up left-handed, scores it. Ryan Krigler with 10 in the quarter, 14 and a half.
He's had a nice half.
Yes, he has.
Lots of steals.
That's about 3 games for me.
Yeah, me too, Bill.
From the corner for 3 at time. Rogers rebounded by Burton. Quentin Gordon with the ball, 12 seconds to go. Goes into Krigler, sets up, scores it. He's going to go to the line to try to convert on the 3-point play. He has 12 in this quarter, 16 in the game. Krigler's wanting to come out after this free throw. He's got his hand up. 9.1 seconds to go. Green Wave on top, 47-16.
He's played a hard first half.
Free throw up, in and out. Rebound by Burton. He puts it up, scores it. Leonard Burton with his 6th point of the quarter. Lake Harris with the ball as the horn goes off to end the first half. It's a Green Wave 49. The Bloomfield Wildcats 16.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Tommy, what did you think of the first half?
Well, it's just typical Malden Green Wave basketball. Once they got on track, that defense just smothered them. They played the Green Wave type basketball, slapping the ball, get it and go. Go to the other end, lay it up. Play good defense. Ryan Krigler did a fine job playing that point out here on this trap, steal the ball, go down, had a good first half. Robbie Eisen had a good first half defensively. He had about 3 or 4 blocks, very nice blocks, just jumped up, blocked them, didn't swat them, and he just had a good first half. And that's just Malden Green Wave basketball, and not taking anything away from Bloomfield. Bloomfield's short-handed. They don't have the ball handlers, and they do the best they can. Garrett did a good job, but it's just hard to get the ball down against that trap of Malden. And Malden just shot this thing out. They had 17-9 after the first quarter, got it out to 49-16 here at half, and it's just been an up and down ball game as far as the Malden Green Wave is concerned, and Bloomfield's just wearing on them.
Well, tell me the stats for the first half go this way for the Green Wave. Ryan Krigler was 16. Quentin Gordon was 16. 6 to Leonard Burton. 4 to Elwan Perkins. 2 each to Nick Perkins, Quentin Franks, Robbie Eisen, Antonio Eddings with 1. Green Wave 8 for 11 from the free throw line. Good to see.
I like that. That sounds good.
Bloomfield Wildcats, Kyle Williamson with 7. Cody Smith with 5. Tony Garnett with 4. And Bloomfield Wildcats 5 for 9 from the free throw line. Foul-wise, looks like this for the Green Wave. 2 fouls each to Robbie Eisen, Quentin Franks, and Quentin Gordon. 1 each to Nick Perkins, Trey Porter, and Antonio Eddings. Bloomfield fouls, Garnett with 3. 2 to Kurt Dumey, 1 each to Cody Smith, Kyle Williamson, and Kyle Rogers. Anything else about the first half?
Well, it's just, my hat's off to Bloomfield. They're playing as hard as they can, and it's just when you play this Malden Green Wave team, they're just going to keep throwing guys at you. They're going to find something that works, and they find that last group that was in there very quick. Just get the ball, go down, score. It's just a typical Malden Green Wave basketball game.
Well, we'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment to start the second half.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment,
great instructors,
and convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, Tommy, look who's out on the floor. Looks like he wants to shoot one or two.
Hey, looks, you can't hardly keep that young man off the floor when there's a basketball game going. He's going to be in it some way. He is a fine athlete. That's a potential All-Stater.
That's Alonzo Lewis that we're talking about, and he's walking around pretty good. But again, I think Coach Eisen and Coach Sokolov, they did the right thing by keeping him out tonight. Again, the Green Wave do not need his services. We talked about earlier in the game. They've got in the flow of the game now. The Green Wave up by 33. And I think you'll see Coach Eisen back off that half-court trap, just fall back into a zone.
Wouldn't it be great if you had access to your bank account information 24 hours a day? With internet banking and bill payment service from First Community Bank, you can. It always seems there's never enough time in a day, but with our internet banking service, you can take care of your banking needs on your schedule, not ours. You can pay bills, check account balances, and transfer funds anytime, anywhere. And best of all, First Community Bank offers this service, including bill payment, absolutely free. Go to www.1stcombank.com to find out more. First Community Bank. Experience the difference in banking. Member FDIC.
Again, everybody got in that got to practice like it was a practice to work on the press, work with different people, pass the ball, get it and go. Green Wave did a nice job once they got the ball on the turnover or on the rebound to get it back to the other end, and that's what you want to go. You want to take a good transition off of that defense into offense, and Green Wave, that's what they failed to do against Donovan. Of course, Donovan had a lot to do with that, Tommy.
Exactly right.
Toomey with the ball to start the second half, tries to hit Garnett, and the ball passed away. L1 with the rebound. Start with the rebound with the pickup on the floor. Ball inside, Williamson with takeaway. 2-on-1. Williamson, nice bounce pass over. Nice bounce pass to Blake Harris. He puts it up and in. Bloomfield scores the first two of the second half. Quentin Gordon with the ball. Bloomfield still in the man-to-man. It's to Eisen. He's outside the three, inside to Porter. Ball slapped around, taken away by the Wildcats.
Wildcats come out pretty scrappy.
Smith with the ball for the Bloomfield. Gives it to Garnett. L1's on him. To Doomey. To Williamson. Williamson's going to drive. Picks it up, gives it to Doomey. To Smith. Garnett. Tell you, this young man here is scrappy, isn't he?
Yes, he is, Bill.
Toomey has it to Williamson.
He's short, but he's really stocky.
Williamson's going to drive against Tyson, puts up a layup, and they're going to have a tripping foul. Foul that time is going to be on Robbie Eisen. It's going to be his third. Going the line to shoot two is going to be Kyle Williamson. Now, the game that we did between Campbell and Gideon, Travis Miller, he had a lot of creating, yes, taking the ball inside. That's what Williamson is doing right now. Williamson has one field goal. He has 7 in the game. 5 of those 7 are free throws. He misses his first one here. His second one up, scores it. Green Wave's defense does a lot to guys that do a lot of scoring. It a lot of times, brings that average down. Nice defense that time by Bloomfield. So they tie up Quentin Franks. But the Green Wave will keep the ball on the alternate possession. Robert Eisen not very happy with the Green Wave right now.
No, he's not.
Ball pitched in to Robbie Eisen. He goes inside, puts it up. Ball blocked by Doomey. Eisen with his own rebound, but we're going to have a foul on the floor on Kurt Doomey, I believe. It's going to be his third. Green Wave will inbound under their own bucket.
Yeah, I don't seem Coach Eisen is very happy, like you said. I don't think he's going to try to get them cranked up here.
Well, Lloyd Rice and I talked during the JV game. Lloyd Rice with Skeeter Kell and an official name that you've heard a lot. Gordon inside to Franks. Franks puts it up, scores it. And again, Gordon had the shot, but he didn't take it. He gave it up to Franks. Greenway still with that man-to-man press, or they've gone to a man-to-man press. Harris with the ball. We'll talk about Lloyd here in just a minute. Doomey with it inside, puts up a jump shot, scores it.
Very nice move.
Kurt Doomey, his first bucket of the night. 51-21, Green Wave up by 30. Down to Franks, off his hands. He wasn't ready for it.
No, he wasn't.
See, these are the games that you gotta look sharp and be ready, because you're gonna. I tell you what, Bernie Mules are gonna be ready for the Green Wave come Friday. Doomey goes inside and gonna score.
Like Robbie Ison might have picked up his 4th foul.
He's going to go to the line to try to convert on the conventional 3. 4th foul on Robbie Ison. But Lloyd Rice was talking about, the Green Waves seem to have a lull in every game.
Yes, it is.
And I think that's what Coach Ison's trying to get away from is, let's put 32 minutes together.
That's right.
Doomey converts on the 3-point play. He now has 5. Foster in for Smith, or Rogers in for Smith, for the Wildcats. 51-24. Green Wave on top by 27. Ison to Elwan. Elwan into Franks off his fingertips, and we've got a walking call at time on Quentin Gordon. Turnover by the Green Wave. Bloomfield's not quit.
No, they haven't. They're still playing very hard.
Garnett with the ball. To Williamson. Franks is on Williamson. Franks takes it away. He's going to go in, put the layup up, scores it. I tell you, he does a nice job with that left hand, Tommy.
He does. He lays up that left hand, looks very nice.
Franks now with 6. He has 4 1/4, 6 in a game. Green Wave still in a press. Williamson has it. Ball taken away by Porter. Taken right back by Bloomfield. Ball over to Doomey off his fingertips.
Oh, that was some good defense by Elwan Perkins.
Green Wave with the ball running. Franks to Ison. Ison to Franks. Both of them passing it back and forth to each other. Ball tipped up out front. Inside to Franks. He scores it. Franks was 6 1/4, 8 in the game. 55-24. Bloomfield on a 3-on-2 run. Garnett has it, tries to kick it over to Rogers, and the ball is taken away by Quentin Gordon. We've got a foul on the Wildcats. Wouldn't it be great to eliminate the stock market risk, enjoy safety of an FDIC insured account, and get a great interest rate? Currently at a high 4% APY, First National Bank's interest-based e-savings account is that account, with only a minimum opening deposit of just $500. Withdrawals and account transfers are made easily on a safe, secure site, and you never run the risk of losing money to stock market fluctuations. E-savings from First National Bank, member FDIC, the bank where you really are first. Foul that time on Kurt Doomey. It's his 4th. Nick Perkins into the game. L1 out. Trey Porter to Nick Perkins. Nick Perkins working inside, gives it to Franks. Franks for the turnaround spin. And we're going to have 3 seconds in the lane. Good call. Cody Smith back in the game for the Wildcats. Tony Garnett out. Garnett's really hustled tonight.
He sure has, Bill.
He's had 4 points. I mean, that's a tough 4. You earn your points against Green Wave.
Yes, you do.
I mean, again, they're just so quick. I think you can tell by watching this on TV. We've got a timeout on the floor by the Wildcats. Coach Lanning does not like the offensive set by Bloomfield. He's wanting them to do something against this man-to-man, Tommy. And with timeout on the floor, 4:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Green Wave on top, 55-24. We'll be right back.
JR Shoes carries a complete line of athletic shoes for the entire family. Nike socks are available at JR's now from infant sizes through men's size 18. New Balance are also in stock in medium and wide widths. JR carries a complete line of casual shoes by Merrill, Bourne, and Clark for guys and gals. In the boot line, JR carries Red Wings and plainer steel toe, waterproof or insulated, Double H Western work boots, and Justin Double Comfort work boots with Gore-Tex. Dr. Martin Classics, Rocky Work boots, Acme Kids boots, and Tony Lama and Dan Post dress boots. That's JR Shoes in Malden and Poplar Bluff.
Bloomfield come out in this third quarter, started playing a little aggressive, scored a few points, scored the first 6 points of the quarter. Green Wave was a little bit of lackadaisical for a better word, and Coach Ison's wanting them to. I talked to Coach the other day, and you were exactly right. When you get a team down, he wants to keep them down, and you can't let a team back up. You let a team that's got a lot of talent back up sometime, they'll get you pretty quick. And Robbie Ison's picked up his fourth foul. Kurt Doobie from Bloomfield's picked up his fourth.
Well, Tommy, if you remember back to the Donovan Malden championship game for the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, Green Wave had them down by 15. Donovan comes back and gets ahead in that game.
Right.
And, they just kept chipping away. They shoot those threes. They were rebounding. And the Green Wave were fortunate to win. Green Wave with a takeaway. Trey Porter with the ball, gives it over to Perkins. He puts it up. Can't get it to go. Quentin Franks with the rebound. He's going to go inside. It's going to be a charging foul on Quentin Franks. Quentin lowered that head that time, went inside instead of just stopping and putting up a 4-footer with his height.
Took it straight up, put it off the backboard. It'd have been 2 points.
Blake Harris, a nice defensive play because he knew that his lunch was going to be had.
That's right.
Williamson across the timeline. Boy, Franks is getting after it. He's aggravated at himself. Rogers with a jump shot, no good. Doomey with the rebound, puts it up, scores it. Kirk Doomey has 7 in the period, 7 in the game, 55-26, 3:40 to go in the third period. Franks out front with the ball to Ryan Krigler, who's in the game, to Antonio Eddings, who's in the game. He's working against Williamson, puts it up, no good. Rebound on the floor to Franks. Franks to Perkins. To Krigler. Oh, nice pass to Eddings. Eddings with a spin move. Gets it underneath
nice
to
pass.
Franks. Quentin Franks with 8 1/4, 10 in the game, 3:17. Green Wave back up by 31. Nice defense that time by Krigler, and with the great help from Trey Porter, caused the turnover as Blake Harris tips the ball out of bounds. Ball goes over to the Green Wave.
You're right. Both Krigler and Porter played very good that time.
In the corner is Nick Perkins, and boy, he just can't find the range right now, Tommy. He is just unsure when he gets that ball in his hands to shoot. It's just like he's shooting to hope it goes.
Yeah.
Kyle Williamson with a nice shot that time, his first field goal of the second half. He now has 10. Ryan Krigler quickly down the floor. Tell you how quick that happened, folks. While I'm writing down the score that Williamson just made, Krigler goes down and scores. Williamson with a jump shot, scores it. Now we're going to trade baskets.
Yeah,
it's just going to be a backyard game, as you can tell. Krigler with the ball. Ball tipped out of bounds by Williamson. Green Wave will maintain possession. L1 in, along with Caleb Reed. Out is Nick Perkins and Trey Porter. 2:27 to go in this third period. Green Wave on top, 59-30. Krigler to inbound for the Green Wave. To L1 to Krigler. Krigler throws the ball out to Reed. Reed from 12, no good. Rebound on the floor. Reed kept it alive, got it to Krigler. Into Eddings. What a nice ball movement there by the Green Wave. Eddings' first basket of the second half. He has 3 in the game now, 61-30, 2:05 to go in this third period. Garnett with the ball for the Wildcats. Ball to Rogers. Rogers from 14. In and out. Rebound Eddings. We're under 2 minutes to go. Ball quickly down to Reed. Reed's going to drive. Puts the ball up to Franks. What a nice pass.
Nice pass. Nice pass. And Quentin Franks just went up and put it off the backboard and laid it in.
Quentin Franks has filled it up this period, Tommy. He has 10 in the quarter, 12 in the game. Smith with the ball, working against Krigler.
Nice pass.
Inside to Williamson. He goes in. Nice move. Will not go. Ball tipped out by Franks. Krigler has it. I tell you, that guy just amazes me.
He does me too, Bill.
Caleb Reed inside. Gives the ball over to L1. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Eddings. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Franks. No good. Rebound tipped out by L1 Perkins. Green Wave have it again. Reed with the ball at the top of the key. Over to L1. Inside to Franks. Franks working against Doomey. What a nice spin move. Puts it up. Scores it.
Very nice.
Well, he's had him a night tonight,
Sure
career
has.
night. It's 12 in the quarter, 14 in the game. May be his biggest scoring night.
So.
Under a minute to go in this third period. Cody Smith in the corner for three. No good. In and out. Rebound by Williamson. And he's on the floor. Eddings ends up with the ball. Gives it to Franks to Reed. Reed all the way down to Krigler. Puts it up. Scores it.
Krigler's had a night, too, scoring.
Krigler's got 20 in the game, Tommy. 25 seconds to go. Caleb Reed with a nice tip on defense that time. Quentin Gordon back into the game along with Nick Perkins. Quentin Franks going up. Boy, he needs a blow, doesn't he?
He's played very hard.
Nick in for his brother Elwan. Cody Smith to inbound with 23.3 seconds to go. 67-30.
Coach Sokoloff went down. Give Quentin Franks a high five. Tell him played hard, and he did.
Well, what helped Quentin was when he got that 3 seconds and that foul, he woke up and said, I better get after it. I mean, he's got the size tonight. The only guy to contend with him size-wise is Kurt Doomey, and this is your night to shine.
That's right. And Kurt Doomey's going to back off him a little bit with them 4 fouls.
Well, he's got 4 fouls. I mean, one more.
That's right.
Look at Doomey and Eddings leaning on each other here.
Not backing off much.
No,
right?
and the referees are letting them do it. They said, okay, get your position. We're going to let it go. Ball inbounded to Doomey from the side. No good. Eddings with the rebound. Quickly to Krigler. We know what he's going to do. Going to go down, put it up, and he scores it. Krigler with 6 in the quarter, 22 in the game. 10 seconds to go. Green Wave up by 39.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass in that time by Harris to Williamson as the horn goes off to end the quarter. The Green Wave now on top, 69-32. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kenneth Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names and your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
Green Wave was a little slow getting started in that third quarter. When they got started, they shoved this lead on out a little bit more. Bloomfield come alive, scored a few points that time, and got the ball down. Malden kept that pressure on them. That pressure is just going to wear on you. Pretty soon, if you lob that ball, some of them quick Malden guys are going to slap it away, and somebody's going to have it and gone. And Quentin Franks, can't say enough about him, playing a very good game in that middle of the night. And Krigler's just getting that ball, and he is so quick. When he gets the ball, you better be ready because he's gone. One step, and he's wide open.
Yep. Williamson now has he had 7 in that quarter, Tommy. He has 14 in the game, and that's Kyle Williamson. It's been a quiet 14.
Sure has.
Kirk Doomey had a nice quarter. He had 7, but for the Green Wave, Ryan Krigler had 6. He now has 22 in the game, and 14 points in that, or 12 in that quarter by Quentin Franks. He has 14 now for the Green Wave. So Gordon has 16, Franks 14, and Krigler 22. 3 high scores for the Green Wave. Williamson with the ball. Start this fourth quarter. Goes inside, nice move, will not go. Ball rebounded in there by Williamson on the floor, puts it up, will not go. Ball tipped around. Ball is going to be off of Quentin Gordon, out of bounds to the Bloomfield Wildcats. Tell you what, Bloomfield is still battling under the boards. Kirk Doomey with the ball. Going to give it to Garnett. Ball tipped out by Reed. Reed's got it. He's going to drive. He's going to put it up. A nice reverse. No good. Rebound Krigler. He puts it up. No good. Rebound that time by Rogers. And we've got a push foul. Push foul. Is that going to be on Doomey? Looked like he said 5-0, and it is. And that's going to be his 5th foul. Kirk Doomey is going to foul out tonight with 7 points. Fine young man, I will tell you that.
Yes, Bill. He sure is.
Coming in for Doomey is Leighton Hensley. He's a 5'11 freshman. Green Wave coming in with Chad Hudson, Antonio Eddings, Marvin Fields, Clarence Sherrod.
Oh, what a pass.
Yep, Sherrod had a chance there. Nice play that time by the Green Wave, and you've got Nick Perkins in there. And Antonio Eddings, if I didn't call his name. Green Wave are in a 1-3-1 zone. Ball to Williamson to Garnett. Garnett for three. Puts it up. No good. Rebound to Sherrod. He has the ball. Across the timeline. Over to Nick Perkins. Perkins down to Marvin Fields. Inside to Eddings. Puts it up. No good. Eddings gets his own rebound. Puts it up. No good. Rebound that time by Hudson. Out to Sherrod. Sherrod back to Hudson. Hudson looked to put it up. No good to Eddings. To Fields. Fields going to drive to Nick Perkins. To Sherrod. Inside to Eddings. He puts up a layup, scores it.
Good ball movement by the Greenway that
Eddings
time.
needed that bucket.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he has come so close, you just can't get it to fall. Garnett with the ball. Ball passed down that time to Harris, just a little too high off his hands. Coming in is, for the Wildcats, is Rogers. And also Jacob McNeil. He's a 5'8 freshman. Saw him play at JV game. Young man has some good moves.
Sure does.
Eddings with the ball. Kicks it out to Nick Perkins. He's going to put up a 12. No, he puts it back to Eddings. He puts it up. No good. Rebounded tip out. Fields picks it up on the floor. He's going to put up a three. No good. Rebounded to Smith. Smith up the left side. Continues with the ball. Puts it up. Ball blocked out of bounds that time by Nick Perkins.
Nick timed out about right. Went up and slapped that ball out of bounds.
Nice block that time by Perkins,
was.
but it couldn't keep it in bounds, but
Nope.
he did keep the shot from going in. McNeil with the ball to Rogers. Rogers to Garnett. Oh, nice move that
Very
time by
nice.
the young man there.
Sure was.
Lighton Inslee goes in and scores his first two of the night, just into the game, 71-34. Clock will run. Marvin Fields with a drive, going to go up, and it's going to count it. Marvin Fields with a nice drive, power move.
Very nice drive of Marvin Fields.
Going to go to the line to try to convert on the three-point play. The foul that time is on Tony Garnett, his fourth. The clock will run. The mercy rule in the fourth quarter. Teams up by 30 or more points. Clock will run except during a timeout or an injury. Nice rebound that time by Chad Hudson. Put it up, would not go. McNeil has it. Throws it across court to Smith. Smith for three, no good. Hudson for the rebound and over to Eddings. Eddings bringing the ball up. I don't think they want him handling the ball.
So.
He gives it to Fields. To Nick Perkins for three, no good. Nice hustle that time by Eddings. Gets the ball to Sherrod. No good. Hudson puts it up, scores it.
Chad Hudson can score the basketball.
Yes, he can, Tommy. I like to watch him shoot it from that three.
Sure does. He can shoot the ball.
Boy, I'd like to see Nick Perkins get a little more confidence. Greenway have gone to a 2-3 zone. I thought it was a 1-3-1 while ago, but the way they had it set up, it looked that way. Ball passed out of bounds by the Wildcats. 3 minutes to go. Green Wave on top, 75-34.
And you know, Bill, it's just a confidence thing. He and his brother both are fine shooters. They get that confidence back, they'll fill it up.
Eddings with the ball to Perkins. Perkins thought about it.
Sure did.
Fields has it to Eddings. Back to Fields on a cut down the lane. He saves it from going out of bounds inside to Eddings. Nice pass in. The ball bounces off the rim. Rebounded on the floor by Rogers of the Wildcats. Cody Smith with the ball. I'll tell you what. Hensley's coming here and got two nice buckets.
A nice job.
Yes. Perkins for three. He's going to get this one, Tommy. You can see that one going.
As soon as he caught the ball, he squared up and shot it. That was a nice shot.
He didn't think. He shot it. Got himself in position, like you said. Got his shoulder squared. Good wrist action that time, and he needs that.
Yes, he does.
He needs a confidence builder. Green Wave going to need that shooting.
Yes, they are.
Come against some tougher ball clubs, especially come district tournament time. We've got a foul in the lane on the floor against the Green Wave. Foul is going to be on Nick Perkins, his second.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Green Wave only have 4 fouls in this. Each team only has 4 fouls, so nobody in trouble going to 1-1. Garnett's going to put one up from the free throw line, scores it. Tony Garnett with his 6th point of the night. Green Wave trying to pass down on a fast break, ball turned over.
Trying to get Sherrod a shot, because I think he's the only one that hadn't scored for the Green Wave.
I'll tell you what, here goes Marvin Fields in on a tipped around takeaway. Fields now with 4 1/4. 80-38, 1:10 to go. Green Wave with the takeaway. Sherrod has it. 1 minute to go. Down to Fields. Fields thought about it. Goes inside to Eddings. What a nice pass.
Very good pass.
Antonio Eddings with his 4th 1/4, 7th in the game. Alonzo Lewis standing and applauding at time. I tell you what, Lewis is liking this, and that's good. When a young man's out and he's injured, he needs to pep up his team. Ball passed down, taken away by the Green Wave. 40 seconds to go. Hudson with the ball. Gives it over to Sherrod. Sherrod in over to Nick Perkins. He puts up a 3. Gets it again.
Another time, Nick just squared up and shot the ball.
Didn't think about it.
No,
just got it and just went right on.
Beautiful shot.
Yep. 25 seconds to go. He now has 8 in the game. We're talking about Nick Perkins. McNeil with the ball for the Wildcats. Ball taken away. Green Wave running. Ball to Nick Perkins. He's going to go in. Scores the layup. Perkins now has 10 in the game. Down to 5 seconds. We've got a walking call, and that's going to end the game as the clock's going to run out. The final score, the Green Wave 87, the Bloomfield Wildcats 38. And Tommy, I'm going to let you take it for a minute and talk about this game.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
Well, not taking anything away from Bloomfield. Malden is just too deep, too talented. They got a lot of quickness, and Bloomfield just couldn't match up with them. And this defense that the Malden Green Wave plays just smother you out there. They take the ball away, score so many points off transition, and just get the ball, get it and go, and here we go. And it's been a good ball game to watch. You know, good players on both teams. Coach Austin sending these players to the locker room, and it was just a nice game. And Kregler had a nice game. Kregler played a tremendous game in defense, and then slapping that ball away and taking it down and scoring lots of layups and then breaking loose. Somebody get the rebound, they look down. He was down there, hit him, lay it up in there. They just played a nice game. Played without their point guard, Alonzo Lewis, but they did the right thing, setting Alonzo out. Try to let that heal up. Robbie Eisen played a good defensive game, played a nice game in the paint, blocked some shots, done a nice job. Antonio Eddings came in. Quentin Gordon, Quentin Franks, both the Quentins played very, very good. Caleb Reed come in, played very quick. Everybody that played for the Green Wave just played a very nice game. Nick Perkins hit 2 3-pointers right at the last. Glad to see that. Alonzo, I know he wanted to be out there bad, but he was their main cheerleader on the bench. And Trey Porter, he's just going to give you a good game every night, and he's going to. If he can't beat you to death, he's going to talk you to death. He'll talk to them players out there. He'll talk to the rest. Anybody stand still, Trey Porter will talk to them. He's a fine player, and he's a good athlete. And congratulations to the Malden Green Wave. They win 20-1. And the Bloomfield Wildcats 5-12. But Bloomfield's rebuilding. They're going to have a team to put together. And next year they will have a team to contend with. So congratulations to Coach Eisen, Coach Sokoloff, Coach Blaylock, and the Malden Green Wave.
Yeah, the Green Wave go to 21-1, and Wildcats fall to 5-12. Final stats on this game, Tommy, as we wrap it up here. will be for the Green Wave, 22 points to Ryan Krigler, 16 points to Quentin Gordon, 14 to Quentin Franks. Then we have 10 to Nick Perkins. We have 7 to Antonio Eddings. Robbie Eisen with 2. Leonard Burton with 6. We also have Marvin Fields with 4. 2 to Chad Hudson. So that's it for the Green Wave. For the Bloomfield Wildcats, with 14 points, Kyle Williamson. 7 to Kirk Toomey. 5 to Cody Smith. 4 to Leighton Hensley. 2 to Blake Harris. And 6 to Tony Garnett. Any closing comments, Tommy?
No, I guess we'll be at Bernie to watch the Malden Green Wave and the Bernie Mules Friday night. That'll be a good game. It'll be a different game than what this is. It'll be up and down game both sides.
Be a good ball game. We look forward to doing that. Again, we're hoping to make an announcement and just keep watching for us to make that announcement. I'm Bill Hampton along with Tommy Jacobs, my sidekick here. I want to thank Kim Stokes for doing our camera work tonight. Put those seatbelts on because we want to see you back for that Bernie game. And don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, and look forward to tomorrow.